Hey guys, Steve at Instant Backpacker here. Thanks for tuning in. Just want to cover the two major types of camp stoves that are out on the market. One is the MSR Pocket Rocket with a fuel source. You get a lot of different variations of this. You can spend a lot of money here or a little money. You can get a foreign made knockoff for about 12-15 bucks delivered. Or you can go with the MSR product like I did, and you're going to spend about $45 to $65, somewhere in that range. This is a great stove. With it, you need a fuel canister. This is a propane, isobutane, and butane mix. And the way these work is there are different combinations of those three fuel types to make one canister work a little better in the winter than others. So, you just read the canister, before you purchase. But if you're going out in the dead of winter and it's going to be, 30 degrees or so, there are fuel types that operate a heck of a lot better out in that type of condition than in the summer. But you can see that this is the Primus Power Gas. This is a 4-season mix, which means it's going to operate with those three fuels. It's going to operate well in most any weather conditions. So it's a great go-to canister. Probably $5, $6, $7 for one of these. Great, absolutely great stove. I've used it a bunch of times. Really don't have anything bad to say about it, other than you're going to drop 45 to 55 bucks on this, unless you pick it up on Craigslist. And like I said, $5 to $7 or so on a canister. So a little bit heftier investment for a stove like this. Off to your right here, this is a homemade Fancy Feast alcohol stove, and I'm by no means an engineer, but I made this out of a 57-cent can of Fancy Feast, all in about 5 minutes. Took me longer to watch the video than it did to make the alcohol stove. You can go out and you can buy those too. You can go buy a manufactured alcohol stove, or you can make your own like I did. And off to the right here is the fuel source for this. This is denatured alcohol. That's not the only thing that'll burn, but denatured alcohol it's going to burn the cleanest, leave less scorch marks, really no scorch marks on any of your cookware. You can burn isopropyl alcohol if you really needed to, 90% or so, but it really does leave a lot of carbon, on your cookware. So the denatured alcohol works great, and this is about a 2-ounce bottle. About half of this, 1 ounce, is all I need to be able to boil 2 cups of water. So I've never really measured how many water boils I can get out of a canister. This is still very full. I've probably boiled 3 or 4 2-cup containers out of this so far. So but as far as an investment here, you're talking maybe $7-8 for a quart of this denatured alcohol, and again $6-7 for a canister of this fuel. So fuel is negated, they're really both the same, but the cost of the stove is incredibly different. This works well, needs a little more wind shield than this one does. The other neat thing about the MSR is, if you look down on the right there, there is an adjustment, so you can crank this full on or drop it down to, say, simmer if you needed to. I found that when I'm out backpacking, I'm really all about just boiling water. That's really all I need. So I'm really full on with it, or not at all. So again, like 1 ounce is all I need to boil 2 cups of water. If I had to choose between these two, and I choose between them all the time, 9 times out of 10 I'm going to bring the alcohol stove. So hope that helps you make your decision. There's tons of videos out on YouTube about how to make one of those. I mean, you can dial one up and you can figure it out in all of about 10 minutes. Just get yourself a hole punch and a cat food can, and you're ready to go. So quick note about the denatured alcohol: do not cook directly over the flame that's created with isopropyl alcohol or denatured alcohol. The only open flame you want to cook directly on is like a campfire flame, because there's toxins in this stuff. You could also cook with drinking alcohol, you know, a 151 rum or something like that. You can direct cook over that too. So, but just be careful, don't cook anything direct over denatured alcohol. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Plenty more stuff to come. We'll be talking about campfires and cook gear and backpacking gear, all that great stuff. So please subscribe to my channel. Tell me about your experiences. I'd love to hear from you. And we'll talk to you soon. Take care.